This video covers the bookkeeping system. It covers the debits, the credits for all the transactions. As well as that, it covers the account names and the corresponding account names. It also shows you how to get the net balance on the account at the end. Again, we just go through the transactions. Number one, start a business with €7,000 in the bank. Put in the €7,000. We debit the bank with receiving, credit capital, or the owners with giving. But what we're covering in this video as well, if you look here inside in the bank account, I've written capital. That's the name of the other account that's affected, this account here. In a similar way, over in the capital account, it's a credit of 7,000. Where did that 7,000 go? It went to the bank account. That's why I have bank written over there, which corresponds to the bank account back here. That's how it works. You put the 7,000, debit the bank account. Where did it come from? The name of the other account is written in the bank account, so you can make a link and trace the transactions. That's basically it. As I go through the transactions, you'll see it. Purchases from Ryan, 900. We expect 900 to go into purchases as a debit, which it does. Where do we get that stuff? Purchases, we got it from Ryan. We go over to a Ryan account, you'll see a corresponding 900. And again, what's that about? It's for purchases. Okay, look, we go down pretty quickly through the transactions. Purchases from Spit, 390. Same idea. Figures have gone in. This is covered in the previous video, the debits and credits. I go quickly through it because this just covers the name of the account as well, right? Okay. Sales for cash, 300. Right. What are you going to expect? You expect to see 300 debit going into the cash account. Where did it come from? It's sales. The name of the account is there. You go to sales and we have 300 in sales. Did it go into the bank account? Did it go into cash? That's how you know. It's cash. We push on. Purchase returns, 45. Look at, I won't explain it much more. You can see it yourself. Number 6, 3,000 of a loan. Again, machinery. Yeah. How did you finance the machinery? A loan. Over to the loan account. What did you do with this loan of €3,000? You bought a machine. You bought machinery, right? Paid rent by check, 130. Now, this is going to go into the expenses account. I really should have created 3 accounts, one for expenses, one for wages, one for motor expenses. I didn't have space on the screen. That's why they're all in one. And again, so what happened here, we paid rent by 130 out of the bank account. Rent. That's what it's about. Okay, I wrote rent there. Rent rather than the name of the account. But basically, we should have 3 separate accounts. I'll explain that again in class. Okay? Anyway, next transaction. Sales on credit to Adams, 500. We'd expect sales to be credited with 500, which it is. Who do we sell that stuff to? We sold it to Adams, €500. Paid wages by check, 160. Again, out of the bank, that's the main thing. Basically, out of the bank, and basically, where does it go? Wages, 160. Out of the bank account, yeah, I just lost track there. Wages out of the bank, 160. And again, over into the expense account, 160. Wages, that's what it's for. Right, I push on. More expenses paid by cash, 75. Right, you're going to expect 75 to come out of the cash account, which it does. You want to explain to somebody what's that for. It's for motor expenses. Go over to the expenses account or the motor expenses, you'll find the debit entry. We'll push on. Sales on credit to Lean. Lean is obviously a customer, 220. What do you expect to see? Inside in the sales account, you'll see 220. Who do we sell it to? Lean. Go to Lean's account, you'll find 220 for what sales. Just a corresponding link. Sales returned to us from Adams, €120. Again, what happened? We had previously sold 500 to Adams. She has now returned 120. Returns, I should say sales returns, I don't have space there. Basically, it's inside in the sales returns account, right? Anyway, finally, or almost finally, Adams paid us by check 330. We expect to see 30 go into the bank. It does, 330 up here. Yep. And again, where did it come from? It came from Adams. So we went to Adams' account. We have a transaction of 330. That's fine, done. We paid Smith. This time money is going out of the bank account. 300. Yep. 300 here. Out of the bank account. 300. Who do we pay to? We paid it to Smith. If we want to get a summary of transactions for Smith, we would find his account. Yeah, we bought 390 from him. We paid him 300. He owes us, look, there's a balance there of 90. I'll explain the balances at the very end, but it's pretty obvious. Okay, we're almost there. We paid Ryan 855 by check. Again, Ryan is another supplier, right? 855. First thing out of the bank account, 855. Who have we paid? We've paid Ryan. Where's Ryan's account? Here, 855 bank. Basically, that's where that payment came from. We didn't pay him by cash. We paid him by a check from the bank, right? Again, okay, another fixed asset machinery. In this case, it's a van, sorry. We bought a van on credit from Jones, €4,000. Again, well, you know, Jones, obviously a van garage car sales person, right? He gave us the van, okay, right? So we credit him with the van, okay? We credit him with €4,000 worth of a transaction. What is it for? A van. Go to the van account. We now have €4,000 worth of a van. Where do we get it from? It's a loan from Jones. Last transaction, 200 transferred from the cash account to the bank account. Yep. Basically, there's going to be more money in the bank, less money in the cash account. 200. What happened up here? Yeah, a debit in to the bank account, a credit out of the cash account. Again, just for convenience, I wrote all these names of accounts in at the start because we just speed up the video. You see more clearly what's happening. Obviously, when you're doing the exercise, you would write in those account names as you go through it. The final thing, look, bank account. We simply add up the left-hand side, whatever that comes to. We add up the right-hand side, okay? Yep. We clearly have more money on the inside than the outside. We have money in the bank. We subtract the totals for the in, which comes to what? In my head, 7530, I think. Add up the totals out. Anyway, then the most important thing, what's the balance? What's the net figure we have in the bank? It's 6085. For the exam, it'll be adequate just to write in balance. What is the net figure? Make sure it's on the correct side, which side is bigger, and that's all you need to do. We're not going to fill in these figures at all. It's just unnecessarily confusing it. Similarly, an easier one, purchases here. What's your total purchases? It's clearly 900 plus 390 comes to 1290. Simply write it in here. Cash, or sales rather, easy add up the sales, comes to 1020. If you've only one item in an account, there's actually no need to balance it, right? But it won't take you very long to do it. And basically, one like Ryan's, We bought 900, we returned 45, we paid 855. Hey, we don't owe Ryan anything. Again, that doesn't matter there. I should have deleted that one. Well, there's no balance on it. It doesn't matter if you leave that balance in or not, either side. Just leave it blank. This one here is a bit different. Smith supplied us with 390. We paid him 300. We still owe 90. That's why the balance is 90. Okay, look, I think that covers it. The main thing are the debits and credits. Next thing, the name of the corresponding accounts. And a very easy thing to do is simply to get the net balance or the net figure in the account.